The Marvel Cinematic Universe's Captain America Brave New World has plummeted at the box office. After racking up almost $200 million worldwide during its debut weekend, it soon flamed out spectacularly, dropping nearly 70% during its second weekend in theaters. Fortunately, however, for a theater in Wenatchee, Washington, Marvel's recent lack of a box office draw may have actually saved lives. Let's talk about an auditorium ceiling that collapsed harder than Captain America 4's box office prospects here on That Park Place.
Let's get to a story which I was iffy on reporting till I found out that, no one was injured. Let's talk about this one out of NBC right here. Let's get rid of this picture right here. Movie theater ceiling collapses during screening of Captain America Brave New World.
I'm ready to start currently for TPP, but the good news here.
The good news here is there was a couple in Washington State got more action than they expected at a showing of the latest Marvel movie. Everybody's fine. I'm going to point this out. Everyone is fine except for whoever has to pay for the repairs.
The only reason why I'm laughing, are they saying that there's only two people in that theater?
There were only two people in the theater. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Two moviegoers got an extra taste of action Tuesday night, and not just from their choice to view Captain America Brave New World during a showing of the latest Marvel flick at Liberty Cinema in downtown Wenatchee, Washington. Oh, Wenatchee. It sounds like that should be in Wisconsin. The theater's ceiling collapsed onto the audience. Did it? Local officials said. The Wenatchee Fire Department responded at about 8 p.m. Tuesday, finding two people in attendance. It said in a statement that no injuries were reported. Talk about an interactive movie experience, just not the kind you want, the department said in a statement. Photos from the first responders show the movie still being projected on the screen, but with a heap of snapped planks and ceiling tiles covering the front of the theater. A video from the fire department shows the spread of long wooden planks poking up towards the gaping ceiling. Sun Basin Theaters, which owns the cinema in downtown Wenatchee in Chelan County in central Washington, said the collapse was unexpected. Well, let's hope.
Expected it to collapse, just didn't collapse at the right time.
Yeah, I've seen Captain America Brave New World. I don't recall this scene in particular here. Let's zoom in.
Well, this is the 4DX theater experience.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
The Indian Ocean wasn't about starting a war. You wanted to destroy his legacy? Yes. But we figured out how. The pill.
I said it once, I'll say it before. Can you even imagine the damage and the injuries if Captain America Brave New World was actually the movie that Disney is pretending that it is? I mean, Kevin Feige and Bob Iger are out here saving lives right now with the quality of their filmmaking. There could have been children here. There could have been children here if they could just get their act together.
Oh man, that is really good stuff right there. Yeah, because nobody is seeing this film. Only by the grace of Marvel was everyone spared. This is, I think it's funny. Definitely funny because nobody was injured. But,
this would be horrible. This would be a completely different story.
Oh yeah,
if this actually injured people. But now we can just
Endgame was showing.
Yes. It's a good thing they saved that Robert Downey Jr. Cameo to Fantastic Four. I don't know what's in it. That's totally rumored. It's not even one of our rumors. Oh my goodness. This is also a movie that I don't know, as if people already didn't have enough reasons to go see this one. Here's another mark in the other direction here. Marvin, have you seen Captain America Brave New World?
I have indeed.
I'm going to say this is probably the most memorable screening of the film out there.
Well, yeah. I mean, one of the more well attended, from what I understand. Also,
ooh, this is. We don't need to stretch this out. It's only funny because no one was hurt. But wow, great job, Kevin. Also, kind of goes at here we are. Vash, was this your screening?
Yes, this is my screening. So it was. I think it was. consistent with people's prior experience with this film. It is.
It looks like a Dolby
so
theater
crazy.
too. Like it looks like a premium theater because it's got recliners and stuff.
It's a PLF. I mean, there's only 4 Dolby Vision theaters in the state. So the fact that one of them, at least on opening weekend, was this empty 10 minutes prior to showtime, it's unheard of. I mean, if this was Endgame, if this was any of the big Marvel films, this would be packed no matter what time it was. I remember Interstellar actually recently just made its way back into theaters, and it took over IMAX screens, which we are fortunate enough to have a legit IMAX screen in this state, and it was packed every single showing. They actually had to add showings very late into the night in order to absorb all the demand from a 10-year-old picture. And yet Marvel's new offerings, I mean, they can't get more than a couple in a theater. Thankfully that was the case, and the theater collapsed regard.
I'm also going to point out that when I went to go see the Marvels, again, I've said this many times, it's the only time I've ever felt like I'm free to use the flash on my camera while watching a film. I took a picture before the movie started. People were like, how do we even know this is the Marvels here? So, okay, sure. I waited till the movie was going, till they had Carol Danvers on screen, and I just lit it up. And this is not a slump. This is a tradition at this point for Marvel. I don't know what they're going to have to do to really turn this around, but I think they're going to have to slow down. I think they're going to have to admit that they did have a problem. And Kevin Feige going to run Lucasfilm, it's probably not going to happen at this point. Kathleen Kennedy saying it's on her terms says to me that she's not going to let somebody like Kevin Feige, who actually, for the most part, knows what he's doing, or at least believes he knows what he's doing in making films. There's no way that she tries to shepherd someone else who has been more successful than her on filmmaking here. Yeah. Marvel, get your act together, or continue to save lives.
Well, at the end of the day, Kathleen Kennedy's greatest fear is that she names a replacement, and that replacement comes in and makes Star Wars a success.
Oh my! Can you even imagine? Problem, right? Literally, right out the gate, if it ends up being a $2 billion movie, that would be, well, it'd be poetry, almost poetry. Mm-hmm. Mr. Blue Sky for $199. Good thing no one was at that Cap 4 showing. That's right. Yep. I mean, do you think of how much those $180 million of reshoots? I mean, if it can save one life, it's worth it.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.